Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daniel Rifki bin Muhammad Syair. My metric number is 06DKA21F 2033. I would like to talk about concrete works at the construction site. So for the first topic is overview of the topic. This topic talk about casting the concrete, explaining about how to placing the concrete, the purpose of compacting concrete, the method of compacting concrete, the advantage and the disadvantage of the method of explain before. So the second topic is casting of the concrete. Casting is a manufacturing process in which a liquid material is usually poured into a mold, desired shape, and then allow to solidify. Second, the solidified part is also known as a casting, which is eject or broken out of the mold to complete the process. 3. Space to casting the concrete in formwork at each of structure member must be less than 1.2 meter to avoid segregation cause. 4. Must be casting the concrete layer by layer. 3. Placing of concrete. Deposit of the concrete into the formwork that defines its final position and shape. Second point, once the concrete has been adequately mixed, it must be placed into the formwork that defines its final position and shape. Point 3. Before placing concrete, the formwork and reinforcement should be checked to make sure that they are clean and free of any detritus. Point 4. The fresh concrete should be deposited as close as possible to its final position. Point 5. Care should be taken when discharge concrete from skip to avoid dislodging the reinforcement or overfilling the formwork. Point 6 is when filling column and walls, care should be taken that the concrete does not strike the face of the formwork, which might affect the surface finish of the hardened concrete. Lepas tu nak sambung slide seterusnya cakap apa? Next, purpose of compacting concrete. Point first is compaction increases the ultimate strength of concrete and enhances the bond with reinforcement. Point 2, it also increases the abrasion resistance and general durability of the concrete, decreases the permeability and helps to minimize its shrinkage and creep characteristics. Point 3, proper compaction also ensure that the reinforcement, tendons, inserts and fixing are completely surrounded by dense concrete. The formwork is completely filled. Point 4, voids will occur if the voids do not behave well in fire. Point 5 is heavier rocks will sink. If rocks are sink and fine concrete is on top, the material have different strength along its height. Point 6 is reinforcement still will not be well covered. Point 7 is concrete shrinks when it sets, hardens, and cracks will develop between voids. Point 8 is if there is no binding between reinforcements and concrete, you do not have reinforced concrete. What do you have? Still slippage and certain structural failure. Next, method of compacting concrete. 1. Manual compacting, hand compacting, rodding, ramming, tamping. Second, mechanical compaction by vibration. Point 1, internal vibration, needle vibration, vibrator. Internal vibrator, needle vibrator. Point 2, formwork vibrator, external vibrator. Point 3, table vibrator. 4, platform vibrator. 5, surface vibrator. 6, vibratory roller. Aku sampai mana, Man?
Dah.
Tu je. Agak Man.
Kau buat. Buat seorang. 10 minit.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Izzahaman Azman. Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Izzahaman Azman. My matrix number is 06DKA21F2018. So, I will talk about manual compaction, hand compaction. Hand compaction is used for ordinary and unimportant structures. Workability should be decided in such a way that the chance of honeycombing should be minimum. The various methods of hand compaction are as given below. First, rodding. Rodding, it is a method of working with 2 meter long, 60 mm diameter rod at sharp corners and edge. The thickness of layers for rodding should be 50 to 20 cm. Second is ramming. Ramming is generally used for compaction on ground in plain concrete. It is not used either in RCC or on upper floors. Tamping. It is a method in which the top surface is beaten by wooden crossbeam of cross section 2 cm x 2 cm. Both compaction and leveling are achieved simultaneously. It is mainly used for roof slabs and road pavements. For the next slide, mechanical compaction by vibration. Vibration is imparted to the concrete by mechanical means. It causes temporary liquefaction so that air bubbles come onto the top and expel ultimately. Mechanical vibration can be of various types as given under. For the first one, internal vibration. Internal vibration, it is most commonly used technique of concrete vibration. Second, external vibration. This is adapted where internal vibration can be used due to either thin sections or heavy reinforcement. External vibration is less effective and it consumes more power as compared to the internal vibration. The formwork also has to be made extra strong when external vibration is used. For the third one, table vibration. It is mainly used for laboratories where concrete is put on the table. 4. Platform vibration. It is similar to table vibrations, but these are generally used on a very large scale. 5. Surface vibration. These are also called skateboard vibrators. The action is similar to that of tamping. The vibrator is placed on a script board and vibration is given on the surface. It is mainly used for roof slabs, road pavements, etc., but it is not effective beyond 50 cm depth. So, for the advantage and disadvantage compacting concrete using vibrator. So, for the first one is advantage. For the advantage is to increase the rate of output through work progress with the best effective and efficient methods. For the second one, reduce the overall construction cost, especially for large contracts. For the third one, carry out activity which cannot be done manually or to do them more economically and much faster. Next, eliminate the heavy manual work by human, then reducing fatigue and eliminates various other hazards and health issues. Next, maintain the maintain the planned rate of production where there is a shortage of skilled or unskilled labor. So for the last one, maintain the high quality standards often required by present day design and specification, which is technical standard. So for the disadvantage is if the machine break down, it can cause delay of construction work. Electric tools can cause short circuit, which may result in fire. Only skilled laborers can operate the equipment. Special assistance is required to operate them as it may harm people on the site. For the last one, contractors in small projects create issue over buying or renting of equipments and may charge high charges. So that's all.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Rahman bin Muhammad Nazri. Matrix number 06DKA21F2039. So I will start with advantage and disadvantage of compacting concrete using steel wood. For the advantage, for the first one, the concrete easy to be mixed. Second, concrete don't easily got overmixed. Third, we can control the process of the compacting more easily. For the disadvantage of compacting concrete using steel rod, for the first one, need more energy for compacting the concrete. For the last one, consume more time to compacting a lot amount of concrete. What is curing concrete? I will explain about curing. Curing of concrete is done to avoid the evaporation of the water from the concrete when it getting hardened and maintaining the moisture in the concrete surface for hydration reactions. So there are method. I will explain to you about method of curing concrete. For the first one, shading. By this method, the evaporation of water is locked in the concrete surface. It also protects the surface from heat, wind, and so on. In cold climates, it prevents the concrete from freezing by preserving the heat of hydration of cement. For the second one, covering the surface. In this method, the concrete surface is covered with wet gunny bags or waterproof papers to avoid water loss and to protect the concrete from further damage. These methods give satisfactory results for concrete slabs and pavements. For the third one, sprinkling water. In this method, water is sprayed on the concrete with the help of nozzles and proper intervals. This method is not so effective due to this difficulty of keeping the concrete surface be moist all the time. Fourth method, ponding. Ponding is the most common method that is adopted for curing concrete floors, slabs, pavement, and so on. In this method, the concrete surface is first covered with amortized wrapper for 24 hours. After that, the covers are then removed and a small amount of clay puddles are constructed around all the area. Then water is filled for final curing. For the fifth method, membrane curing. Membrane curing. In this method, concrete surface is covered by waterproof membranes or sealing compounds such as bitumen emulsions, wax, rubber latex emulsion, water repellent, and plastic films. The membrane protects the water loss from concrete. It is since membrane curing for 28 days give equivalent strength for 2 weeks of moist curing. For the last method, steam curing. Steam curing is done by increasing the temperature of concrete in wet condition. This method allows the concrete to achieve its full strength within a short time. Thus, curing is also finished within a short time. Steam curing is mostly adopted to produce precast members. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.